God bless a great day, everybody. God bless a great day. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you for joining Smoking with the King. I appreciate everybody for coming to join the Smoking with the King today. Each and every Friday, 4:20 Eastern Time. King T 420 SCC2 on Bigo. That is 4:20 Eastern Time every Friday. It's King T 420 SCCTM on YouTube. Thank you, everybody, for coming out to view. Y'all know how we do. We're going to wait till a few people come around and we'll go from there. Y'all know how we do. Hope everybody having a blessed day. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for blessing us with another Friday at 4:20 Smoking with the King. I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate y'all for coming out. I appreciate everybody for coming out, joining. Thank you for everybody who joined the show. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Like the show, share the show, like the show, share the show, tap the screen. Bigo, tap the screen, share the screen. YouTube, like, and share. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we do. Yeah, y'all know we smoking. We definitely smoking. Creamy, what up? What up? What up, though, everybody? God bless. A great day, everybody. The show about to start. I'm about to get to it in 1 second. Just trying to see how many people gonna come around before I get started. Y'all know how we do. It's every Friday thing. Oh yeah, we doing pretty good today. Tap the screen, y'all. Tap the screen. Send bean, share the live. Let's get this motherfucker jumping before I crack it off. Everybody on YouTube, like and share. All right, so y'all know how we do. When I come in here to kick it to the peoples. I always got something good for the people, something good to say. And I just been wondering, like, with all this craziness going on, you know what I'm saying, that's going on in the world right now, and you know, all these people out here sneaky linking and getting divorced, and you know, all this media shit that's going on and all this shit, you know. I just been thinking, how are y'all like finding like common interests? So that's the topic of today's show, common interests. So this is the thing. Everybody that date have certain common interests, right? Some people is movies, some people is music, some people is food. You know what I'm saying? And sex or money. You know what I'm saying? But let's go deeper than that. What are y'all real common interests? Like, are you interested in being married? Are you interested in having this many kids? Or do you not want to have kids? Um, like, how was your background? Are you interested in raising kids the traditional way like your parents did? Or, you know, some things like that. So it's really hard to really get into like that because it's like, you know, everybody supposedly got different common interests, right? But I thought we all had the same basic common interests, right? I thought we all had the same basic common interests, right? Which was man find woman, woman find man, get married, have some kids, and start a stable home, right? Correct. This is what I thought. That's what I'm saying. Not talking about what you think, not talking about what they think, talking about what I thought. I thought that was all of our common interests, all of our common goal. You know what I'm saying? But to find out that there are some women who have common interests in not being married, that is crazy to me. I am lost. I am so lost. Like, at some point in time, I really try to figure out what is making the women run around screaming, black women especially, run around screaming that our men ain't shit and I don't need no man. I don't want to get married. I thought all of our common interests, men and women alike, was to find someone to get married and grow old with, to start a stable foundation with. As of lately, though, you men have only been having like one common interest with women, and that is like sex. And I ain't being funny, I'm being honest. So some of you guys need to dig a little deeper if y'all trying to keep on sleeping with some of these women, or y'all really just wasting your time. And some of y'all women, y'all already know what it is, fellas. Y'all better make sure that the only thing y'all got in common ain't the interest of your pockets. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being honest. Common interest. Like, she might only be there because you doing this for her, doing that for her. For real. Like, some women don't mind sacrificing, giving a nigga a little head, a little pussy, because he gonna feed her and take her hair and buy her weed and shit like this. Which is fine. If you don't mind doing that, that is fine. You know what I'm saying? But again, I thought the common interest for everybody, the basic common interest was to find someone to marry, to be happy with at the end of the day. Someone that you can possibly grow old with, right? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's gonna possibly be there for you. I don't understand why, as of lately, you guys haven't been finding common interests and actually doing that. And it's more mind boggling to me that you all are actually more content just sleeping around really and just having the one person there that you can sleep with or whatever. And let me not lie. Y'all content having these few people there that y'all can sleep with or whatever. And yeah, like nowadays, everybody big on poly, right? Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with poly relationships and all that. You can be poly if you want, right? Okay, cool. This is my thing right here, though. If y'all gonna be poly, go get married. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be running around talking about we poly and bouncing from relationship with other polygamous people. Like that's not how that shit works. I don't know what made y'all think that shit work like that, but that's not how it works. And again, that's why I'm telling you all that common interest is more than just being able to say we enjoyed this movie together, we enjoy these songs together, and we enjoy sex. I like how she get money, or I like how he get money, or listen, common interest is more than that. Y'all got to go a little deeper than that, man, because y'all leaving yourself out here struggling. A lot of y'all, like the men, y'all struggling with seeing y'all kids, struggling with dealing with y'all baby mama. Some of y'all still want to be with her, but you know what I'm saying? And some of you baby mamas, y'all is out here struggling because it's hard for y'all to take care of these kids by yourself. It's hard for y'all to even look at y'all baby daddy because y'all think he one type of way, another type of way. You know what I mean? Like, listen, y'all really have to find what real common interests y'all have and where y'all connected, because at the end of the day, things have not things have not been going right. Y'all have been at a place where the women have come to a place where they're starting to act like they don't care, right? And see, I'm gonna tell you where the problem lies in them acting like they don't care. Okay, once she finally gets to her breaking point and her heart actually breaks, she's gonna lash out and she's gonna start doing things that she wouldn't normally do. Now, I'm not saying she's gonna go and shoot up some stuff or bust your windows or slash your tires, or you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, you really don't know what she's gonna do. But that's the point that I'm getting at. You don't know what is really gonna be happening in these relationships that y'all are calling yourself jumping in, because y'all ain't really finding out the real common interest. Y'all not finding out if y'all parents hung out and knew each other. Y'all not finding out if y'all, you know what I'm saying, hung out at the same schools and knew the same people. Y'all ain't really getting into y'all own backgrounds and shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people don't want to talk about the past. The past is a crazy thing, right? Well, Sometimes you got to know a person's past in order to know if that person is part of your future. You know what I mean? So the common interests that you all have are way more important than what y'all like to watch on TV and what y'all like to listen to on the radio. What food y'all go out to eat together. No, you have to find out more. These are little small things that can possibly help in the relationship. But y'all have to find out, do y'all want to raise y'all kids the same way? Do y'all have the same common interests and the same beliefs when it comes to what school and what clothes and how your child is supposed to be chastised and things like that? See, you all be, you know, y'all be surface level. Y'all do a little surface level investigation, but it's not deep enough to really know if you have a connection with someone. And this is the thing. In order to really have a connection with someone, you have to know that the things that this person went through as a young person hasn't scarred them to a point where all of their common interests just flip flop every time they, you know, blow with the wind. Like, no, I did like this, but I don't like it no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only saying that because that shows that there could be a sign of deep trauma or something else there, deep hurt, deep tragedies, anything. It could be something deeper than just this person just constantly switch up like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, you have to find out what a person's been through, what their triggers are, and see if you all have common triggers. You know what I'm saying? If just because common interests mean you are like certain things, you still got to know if your hearts align, if your hearts have the same common interests as well. It's not just about the physical and what you see. It's more so about the spiritual and the mental. Is how you connect when it comes to building. Do you all have the same common interests when it comes to building a home? Do you have the same common interests when it comes to values? Do you have the same common interests when it comes to morals? You understand what I'm saying? It's not just do I have common interests when it comes to, oh, well, what amusement park do we want to go to? Six Flags? Yeah, that's okay, cool. Walt Disney? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. You know what I mean? Cedar Point, Bablo, whatever the case might be. Wherever you choose to go, Frankenmuth, whatever the deal is, wherever you choose to, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. It's more about the just where y'all choose to vacation at together. It's more so about where y'all choose to hanker down at together. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do y'all choose to build a foundation? Do y'all have the same common interests? Do she want to build a house in a rural farm area, and you want to build a house near a beach? Do you want to live? Do you have common interests about the city that you want to live in, or is it just she want to she want to be in the city and you want to be a country dude? Common interests. These things matter. Real common interests, not just this fluffy shit that y'all talking about. Oh, I like that designer, so cool. We rock out together. Like, no, it's listen. Connections are way deeper than that. They go way further than just the clothes y'all wear and shit like that. And I'm only telling y'all this because it's a lot of y'all out here screaming it ain't no good men, and you don't even really be getting a connection with the man to know if he a good man. You know what I'm saying? And then some of y'all fellas, y'all ain't really putting in the time to get to know the woman either. Putting in the time to be like, yo, well, what's up? Like, quit just using the time that you have with a woman to have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't being funny, fellas. I'm being honest. Stop just using the time that you have with these women to have sex with them. Start taking some of this time that you be having with these women and getting to know these women on a deeper level than just what she's showing you. You know what I'm saying? Start chipping at that box, chipping at that mind, trying to see where she come from. What's really happening there? How's it really clicking? What's really Man, please, y'all be so y'all be so quick to just be like, all right, fuck it. You cool. We got a few common interests. Shit, you drink the same thing I drink, we good. As long as we drink the same thing y'all drink, we good. That's all we need. Like, no, that's not how this shit go. It's not about just cause y'all drink the same drink. It's way more than about that. It's about that y'all are man so connected that it's like if one of the kids do something wrong, y'all got such common interests with each other. It don't even matter which parent chastises the child because the other parent definitely gonna agree with the way that he or she chastising them. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like y'all gotta stop doing that, man. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit. Y'all can't keep doing that to each other. That's not the way to go. That's not the way to go. Y'all gotta show y'all gotta show each other the real you and get real common interests. Do y'all like going to school together? Y'all like the same, you know what I'm saying? Do what boggles your mind? What do you think about? Do she think about the things that you think about? Or you think about the things that she think about? Are you leading her in the right direction that she want to be led in? You know what I'm saying? At the same time, hmm, at the same time, as you're leading her, do you feel like she is following you correctly? Are y'all interests aligned as she's following? You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to think about these things. I ain't being funny. I'm being honest. Y'all be acting like these things don't matter, but these things matter more than some of the other things that matter in a relationship. Like, cause if you together and y'all don't have the same common interests, if one of y'all go broke, the other one might start looking at you funny. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't being funny. I'm being honest. These are the things y'all need to think about. If y'all go broke, a motherfucker might be like, shit, I ain't doing nothing for that motherfucker. Fuck that. I'm finna boat. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that'll have you like, well, what the fuck? What you mean? I thought we had the same common interests. We were aligned, the common goals. We were doing the same things. No, y'all weren't. Nope, y'all were not doing the same things. Things were definitely different. They were definitely different. And you know why they were definitely different? Because y'all didn't find out that this person was raised by a person who was like, yo, if some shit go bold, you get the fuck on. Period. We don't stick around when shit go bold for these guys. Because these guys, they ain't trying to, yeah, you start holding them up and they'll never get up again. You ain't know she was raised like that, so you end up getting stuck with her. Yeah. Or you didn't know that he was raised that if you stop doing certain things around the house, he was like, shit, I'm finna blow. Shit, my daddy told me once a woman start acting like this, she already doing some other shit. So I'm gone. But see, you know why you didn't know that? Because you didn't talk to him about that. Y'all not talking to each other about these things that truly make the world go round, that truly align people, the real common interest. It's not about do you want to get money with me? It's about how do you want to get money with me? You dig? Real common interest. You have to align yourself with the person who you know is going to always at all times be able to elevate you. That's what common interest really is. Elevation. When we can elevate together, that's when our common interests really align. You understand? But when we just balance each other out and we just hear balance, you know what I'm saying? Eventually something gonna happen and the balance gonna get shaky. So that's you understand what I mean? That's because somewhere y'all common interests y'all ain't went deep enough to find out y'all got the same common interests here as well, and so y'all can break that chain and elevate more. You understand? So you have to go deeper. And I know I talked about this in a different episode a little bit. I didn't really touch on it like this, but this is what I'm saying. It's like the more common interests that you guys have, right? The simpler that the relationship that you're in will be. As long as y'all common interests are more aligned than just movies, music, and food and sex. You know what I'm saying? It's more than it's just your common interest with her is sex and her common interest with you is money. As long as it's more than that, as long as y'all common interests are deeper than that, if it's spiritual, if it's mental, if y'all have real common interests like that, like again, the type of books you guys read or like the type of knowledge that you guys like to take in. These are the common interests that you need to have, the things you need to know. Not about what's going on, you know, what's the newest craze at the mall or what's the newest, you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna help elevate y'all. That's not gonna uplift your relationship. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's good to be aligned with somebody that like the same things you like to do, that like to do the same things you like to do when you on downtime. But it's better to be aligned with somebody who like to do the same thing you like to do when you on uptime. You dig? And I'm telling y'all that because a lot of y'all finding out when y'all get into these relationships that the person that you with don't, not only do they not like the thing that you're doing, but they don't like that you even want to incorporate them. They like, shit, why you keep trying to incorporate me in this shit? It's not my type of shit. But in all actuality, you know what I'm saying? If you would have found out, if you'd have went a little deeper, trying to find out if the common interest was a little deeper, then you would have found out that they didn't align down there, and she wasn't going to be comfortable with, or he wasn't going to be comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not just talking about surface shit that you could talk about on the surface. I'm not talking about visible things. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, you get into a relationship and you talk about the things that you see, and that's exactly why I'm saying make sure your common interests align on the things that you don't see. That's what I'm saying. You got to make sure to fuck what you see, because you can always figure out what's going on with what you see. You got to make sure that the person, yeah, the interests that y'all got on the inside, the ones that y'all don't talk about, y'all got to make sure those align as well. Because if they don't align, y'all crash like a train, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And y'all could be doing really good for years, 5, 6 years. Everything been smooth, and then just a bump in the road, something happened, and boom, everything different. And y'all wondering why. Y'all wondering why everything different. Like, well, what happened? What happened? Where's the bump in the road? And the bump in the road came because it was a common interest that y'all didn't have in common, and you didn't know because you didn't go deep enough to find out that this person didn't wasn't like this, or this person was like this and you not like this. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Y'all have to get a whole lot deeper than just how you season your food. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's a good one, but you got to get a little deeper than that, though. I'm sorry to tell you, you gotta get a little deeper than that. You know what I mean? It is what I said. When you find somebody, when you get deep enough to find somebody that connect with you on a spiritual and a soul level, where somebody that is more than just, then you gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all have real common interests. And it's not just, well, she could possibly be using me for a place to stay, or she could possibly be using me for a ride, or he could possibly be using me for sex, or he could possibly be using me just because I'm cute, show me off, or whatever. You understand? And yeah, it get like that because y'all be kind of lost at knowing who fuck with y'all the wrong way. And y'all only like that because y'all don't take enough time. Y'all so impatient to do shit. Y'all move so fast. And you know, I'm not mad at y'all move that fast at all. I'm just telling y'all, this is why y'all missing certain things because y'all moving so fast. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to move that fast as long as you know you keeping up with everything that's going on. But this is how y'all missing some of these things because y'all moving so fast. Y'all missing some of these things that's going on, or some of these things that's not going on that you wasn't really privy to. You dig? And that's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all got to make sure y'all privy to everything that's going on, because that's where the problems lie. When you're not privy to everything that's going on, that's where the problems lie. You know what I mean? So y'all got to make sure y'all got common interests when it comes to communication. Y'all got to make sure y'all got common interests when it comes to, you know what I mean, like medical interests and things like that. Y'all got to make sure y'all got common interests when it comes to, again, like I say, cleaning up a house and how things are supposed to be done around the house. You know what I mean? You got to get a little deeper than just trying to find out, is this person going to be a good person to have sex with, and is they going to be cool to chill with on a daily basis. It's more than that, man. It's more than that. It's more to it than that. It's gonna always be more to it than that. And I say this because what is a relationship without, you know, what is a relationship without any depth? Like for real. Like, so you telling me if your person is not around you, that y'all not together no more, you leave them, or you leave her for a day or two until they come back, and then y'all together again, and everything just peaches and cream. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, yeah, because it's more than that. Like, a man might have to take a trip for his job and be gone for a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever. A lady might get sick and be sick for, you know what I'm saying, a few weeks, whatever the case might be. But these things matter. These things are important. These are the things that you need to know. That do you all align when it comes to these things? You know what I'm saying? You got to know. Listen, you got to know if y'all common interests align when it comes to street values and civilian values. You have to know if you have the same common interests. You have to know if everything aligns correct, because some men be mild mannered and then end up with a woman that's straight up from the underworld, and now she done drug this nigga into some stuff he can't get himself out of. You know what I'm saying? Now he got bullets flying in his house every other day and shit like that. That's because he didn't take the time to vet her good enough to know that their common interests when it comes to street values and civilian values didn't line up. She ain't the regular civilian. She's a street civilian. She don't be calling the police when things happen to her. She go to call a bunch of people and she want to try to make some things happen. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. It could be him that's more street and her that's more civilian. And he, you know what I'm saying? He always doing some stuff that might get himself locked up. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you guys have to go a little bit more in depth when it comes to figuring out these people that you're dating. And again, I say this because I don't want you to get caught in a whirlwind of shit that you're not prepared for at all. Like, because this person was really into some shit that you don't have no clue about. You're not really, you know, you're not really good in this area at all. You lost in it. You know what I'm saying? But this person, this is where they thrive at. You see what I'm saying? So y'all have to make sure it's more than just that. It's more than just those little few hours that y'all hang out and it's just so cool and so comfy and so chill. You know what I'm saying? Because things always be a little flip sided. What you see might not always be what you get. You can't judge a book by its cover. People tell you that all the time. And that's what I mean. Like when it comes to judging your common interest with somebody, again, you got to do more than just be like, do we watch the same shit on YouTube and do we watch the same shit on Netflix? It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes y'all might have not the exact common interest, but y'all might have similar common interests. You know what I'm saying? In these areas. You know what I'm saying? Which would still align well, but you have to talk about them to first know that they align well. You know what I'm saying? But if you just jump right into something and then y'all come to this area and it's like boom crash, like whoa, I didn't know you believed in that, or like whoa, I didn't know you didn't believe in that, or or like whoa, I didn't know that this is how you plan on disciplining the children. You see what I'm saying? Like these walls, these brick walls that y'all end up hitting when y'all find out that these people that you're with are not exactly who you thought they were. And that's what I mean. You have to make sure common interests align from a deeper place than just the values that you see on the surface level. And this is what I be trying to get y'all to understand. Make sure y'all tapping the screen, y'all hitting the like button. Y'all sharing the live. Make sure y'all sharing the live. Yeah, so I just be wanting y'all to understand, like, um, having this knowledge, everybody don't want this knowledge, and some people run from it because some people either scared of real relationships or they don't. Again, it's some people, like I say, it's some women out here saying they don't want no real relationship. They just having fun, and of course, it's dudes out here that's like, yo, it don't matter if I'm in a relationship or not, but we all know as men, we all want a real relationship with somebody who we think is one of the baddest females on the planet, and that we can hold her down forever. You know what I'm saying? This is the truth. I don't know what no man talking about if he ain't talking about that. So yeah, like this is the truth. But past that, um, don't make it hard for yourself. Just pay attention to what's going on. And again, talk to the person that you dating. Don't just be dating a person and not getting to know them. Like, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of you calling yourself dating somebody if you're not going to get to know this person and want to put a ring on her finger, or at least want him to put a ring on your finger? What's the purpose? Like, that's what I really want to know from y'all who think y'all had common interests with people and y'all really only have surface level common interests, and y'all just frivolously dating this person and wasting y'all time with these people, and then find out that y'all really don't have that much in common. Only those few little things. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. You got to be more than just that. You got to be bigger than just that. You know what I mean? It can't be just TV shows, music, and food. You got to be deeper than that. You got to be family values. It has to be that. You understand? It has to be safety values. Y'all common interests have to line when it comes to that. Otherwise, you won't be able to grow together. You understand? These things are the most important thing that there are in a relationship. You understand? And I'm not just saying this to you to be saying it. I'm saying this to you because this is true. Like, the family values and the safety values of a person mean a lot to the people that you're in a relationship with. So these things, if you don't have common interests here, then the relationship will never be sturdy, because those are like some of the most important things in a relationship. And some of you people be like, nah, is sex important in a relationship? Yeah, it's like 50% important. No, it's like 75%. It's like, you guys really don't know what a relationship is then, because that's only the surface level of a relationship. Yes, sex is important, but it's way more important for just the physical pleasure. It has way deeper value than just the physical pleasure, and that's what I be trying to get y'all to see. So, the value of sex in a relationship when it comes to common interests, some people believe what it said in the Bible about how you get soul ties, or your spirit, you get a piece of each other's spirit. So, if that being said is the truth, you know what I mean? You have to know what is the beliefs of the person that you're with, and do y'all have common interests in the same beliefs? And we all know how important that is. You know what I'm saying? Because some people won't even talk to some people because of what they believe in. You know what I mean? This is not a joke. This is just the truth. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Some people won't even talk to some people because of what they believe in, and which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? We don't have common inline goals. That's one of those off the rip. We know we not gonna. It's not gonna work well because we don't believe in the same things. But that's what I mean. See, like, Don't be fooled by the baby face just because y'all get caught with the surface level of things that y'all have an interest, the common interest in. You see what I'm saying? Don't get caught there, because if you get caught there, then you might miss something on a deeper level where this person and y'all really didn't align well. And if you knew this when you start dating the person, you wouldn't have dated her, or you wouldn't have dated him. You wouldn't have left it at all right, well, we'll see how this goes. You wouldn't even have did that because you found this out at such an early stage. It was like, oh no, I don't rock out like that. I don't get on with what you be dealing with, or I don't deal with the type of people that you deal with, or I don't study the same things you studying, or I don't like the type of way I don't like the type of way you want to raise the kids, or I don't like the schooling, the way you choosing to school our kids, or you understand, it's things like this that you have to find out on a deeper level as you talking to a person, as you dating a person, because these things again matter. You understand? Like, you know, as a good person, you're gonna always want to know if the person that you're dating is, this type of person or that type of person, or you know what I'm saying? Again, surface level shit. You want to know how this person act when they get ready to flip out. Can this person control themselves when they about to flip out or not? You know what I'm saying? Can this person deal well under pressure? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does this person act when they get under pressure? Do y'all have the same common interest when it comes to getting arrested, or do y'all have the same common interest when it comes to, excuse the topic, but burial? You know what I'm saying? You these things are important because in the long run, you want to marry somebody who you feel like you can trust with the things that you stood for as a person in life. You know what I'm saying? And you want a person who really loved who you was and who you were after you're gone. So again, you have to make sure that all your common interests align. So when it comes to, again, communication, the line of communication, you definitely have to make sure you all have common interests when it comes to the line of communication, because the line of communication is very important. The line of communication is going to make sure if y'all got a good line of communication, that good line of communication is going to make it where you all can make sure that all of the other common interests that you have that are in a deeper place actually do connect. But it starts with the common interest in communication, because communication is I don't understand how a lot of people don't know. This is like the number one most important thing in a relationship. You have to be able to communicate, comprehend, understand, and reciprocate. You have to be able to do these things in a relationship. These things are important, very, very so much important that in some relationships, this is all you need: communication, comprehend, understand, and reciprocate. Some relationships, that's all you need. You know why? Because those four things will get you just about everything that you need from a person in a relationship. You understand? Yeah, right. That's what I'm. Duh. That's why I'm talking to y'all. Like, cause y'all my people. I'm trying to get y'all to see. Like, this is where you see if y'all common interests really connect. This is where you see if y'all really got the same goals. This is where you see if y'all, you know what I'm saying. So again, instead of always linking up to have y'all little sneaky links, cause y'all liking the fun that y'all having and this, that, and the other. Yeah, it's cool. All that's cool and fine for now. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to an age where it's like you pushing on 28, 29 years old, you got two, three kids, you know what I'm saying? It's getting harder for you to catch a dude. You know what I'm saying? Or for fellas in the same situation, you know what I'm saying? You got 2, 3 baby mamas. You 28, 29 years old. It's getting hard for you to lock down on a woman. This is time. This is the time. You understand? You got to start now to understand where the common interests really are, because at again at 35, 40, it's gonna be a wrap for all that. It's gonna be just dating forever. Like, I ain't saying like you'll never find, it'll never be possible to find somebody to marry. That ain't what I'm saying. But it's gonna be so much harder because by this time, this person has built their own morals and their own values without you. And they might even again have a family, like you might again have a family. You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember, everybody don't raise their kids the same way. You see what I'm saying? So that all in itself says y'all might not have the same interests. You see what I mean? So that's a, you know what I mean? That's very important. The communication at a very young age and knowing what's going on. You can't just start when you older trying to find the person that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with, because by the time you get older, most people is tired of trying to find somebody to spend the rest of their life with. They more so at a place where it's like, well, what we doing? Because I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about no relationships no more. Like, you got me burnt out on relationships for real. Like, I don't know. We could be friends. And this is because a lot of y'all are spending y'all time now having fun and doing whatever it is you want instead of focusing on trying to figure out, working on figuring out who is the best person for you to spend time with and get to know right now, so you can actually start the family foundation right now. The sooner you start the family foundation, the sooner the family foundation can become an empire. It actually grows something. It become generational wealth. But you can't just be dating around all through your 20s and then hit 30 and think you can find somebody to find generational wealth with. It don't really happen like that. I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen. Again, I'm not saying it can't happen, because it is very possible. You know what I'm saying? But it's much simpler to find somebody who you have common interests with at a young age, because if you're still growing, you can still grow. And again, this is not to say like if you should date younger or older people, because in all actuality, most younger women date older men. This is just the truth. And most younger men tend to date, y'all know how it go. This is how the game go. So it is what it is. I ain't holding, I ain't finna try to hold no punches from y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth. The common interest part is the most important. Making sure that the communication and the common interests, they align. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can communicate, if y'all have common interests in communication, then you should be able to have common interests in finding out what this person is about, who this person is, where they grew up, how they grew up, what they think about, again, certain situations and how they would act in certain situations. But again, that's because y'all have common interests in communication. So the communication is going exactly how it should go. You know what I'm saying? You asking questions, they're responding to the questions, they're telling you they don't like the way you ask the questions, you're rephrasing questions, and then you're getting answers. Communication is key. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it takes. Little communication. So having common interests in the place where you communicate at is great. Having common interests in the place where you learn it is great. Knowing how somebody learns, having common interests in the place where you learn is great. If you can sit down and teach somebody or sit down and be taught by somebody because y'all have common interests, the way the communication aligns, again, the way the communication aligns, common interests. I'm telling you, it's so important. You got to remember this. That will build like empires, not just a empire. It'll build empires, generational wealth for so long that, you know what I'm saying. And this is what we're getting to. Like, everybody talking about how they want to get generational wealth, and how they want to, leave something behind for their families, that's the most important thing. But this is the thing: if you don't find somebody who you can actually align with, there won't actually be a family to leave it to. You'll just have children that you're leaving stuff to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not the same thing as like leaving it to a family. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I mean. Like, a family is a married man and a married woman and their children. That's a family. That's a family. That's where a real empire starts. Okay? So when it comes to the common interest of building the empire, the communication, being taught, how we're going to teach, how we're going to raise, what we're going to feed, what we're going to teach about the feeding, how we're going to, once they get to a certain age, who's going to do this talk and that talk. All these things are like the most important things that you can think about in a relationship, because if you care about you and you care about the person that you're with, the common interests that you have in communication and raising your family, again, the family values and the safety values, common interests and family values and safety values is like the most important thing in a relationship. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, because you can always do something about the sex. The sex can be changed. There's always something you can do about the sex. Trust me. You can always do something about making a dollar. Trust me. But when it comes to family values and safety values, sometimes there's no coming back from that. Yeah, sometimes that ends up a very sad situation. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. The common interests that you have in your family values and your safety values and things like that, that's what will help you. That's what will help your family last long, and not only last long, but grow the generational wealth. This is what will help you know that the man or woman that you picked as husband or wife will always be the man or woman that you picked as your husband or wife, because you made sure that your common interests were more than just something that you seen on TV. Common interest in love language. You got to know the person's love language. I'm not saying that you have the same love language, but at least have common interest in love language, where at least you know what his is and she know what, and you know what hers is. Got to make sure these things y'all know these things. Like, these things are important. If y'all don't get to know these things early in the relationship, then that's how the relationship breaks down, because y'all didn't get to know enough about the person that you was in a relationship with. And it's crazy, because some of y'all will actually still be in the relationships that y'all were in, and they might not have even went as funny as they went if y'all had got to know the person that y'all were in a relationship with a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? If y'all have went a little bit more in depth with y'all common interests, just to see if everything down there aligned. You know what I'm saying? The relationship probably would have popped. But since y'all didn't, it ended. It got toxic. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you see what I mean? Like, and then when you talk to a lot of these dudes and a lot of these young ladies, and you be like, so what's up with your baby mom, or what's up with your baby dad, man? She crazy. You be like, damn, these young folks, man, it's fucked up that they going through all this struggle, and it's because they not really taking the time to get to know each other. Like, again, some of y'all will probably still be with y'all mate if y'all have took the time to get to know y'all mate just a little bit better and figured out the quirks and how they worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could sometimes it could be just that one little thing that was off, and it was only off because you didn't get to know this part, or that person didn't get to know this part. You know what I'm saying? And again, those would be the little things that's important, the real important things about common interests that I be trying to get y'all to see, because a lot of people not gonna tell y'all um, some of these things right off rip, like right on surface level, not right off we just met type shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all just gonna have to be like, Shit, well, I want to know if you like this. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, I want to know. Did your mama, or your daddy, did they teach you how to, you know what I'm saying, wash clothes and cook when you was young? Did they teach shit? Low key, did your mama teach you how to wash your ass, or did some woman teach you how to wash your ass? You know what I'm saying? Or did some man teach you how to wash your ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't being funny with y'all. I'm being honest as fuck. Like, you have to have common interests in these areas. Otherwise, the shit will not work. Again, people always talking about this the small things. It be the small things. Of course, it be the fucking small things because y'all didn't fucking figure out that this person not as clean as you. You got OCD, so you should have probably let that be known in the beginning. This person would have probably not dated you, or you should have did a little bit more homework on it, or him, and found out that that person got OCD, and you wasn't really that wasn't really your type of that ain't your type of spill. I ain't being funny because there's some nasty people out here. That's all I'm saying. There's some nasty people out here, and some people rock out with that nasty shit. And that's what I'm saying. Like you should probably get to know who the fuck you dating. You know what I mean? Like everybody ain't like you. Everybody not like you because it's again it's some people who can lay around in filth and just they cool with it. They just it's all right. I'm fine. I ain't tripping. Like, nah, that shit not fucking cool. But again, them people find people too, because they find people with the same common interests as them. And there goes the line for some strange reason. Whatever that might be. And they be laying in filth. And that shit just be like, oh, you nasty as fuck, but okay. Uh, you see what I'm saying? And that's just what I mean. Like, y'all got to make sure the person that you land with that you really know these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if you're really thinking about starting a marriage and a real relationship, you got to make sure that these people are the type of people that you can actually get into a relationship with. You got to make sure they're the type of people that will still be there to hold it down for you because their common interest was I don't want nobody to leave me. Period. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all just got to make sure of these things. You can't just be saying these things and screaming these things like, yo, yeah, I'm in the best relationship I've ever been in. And then 3 years later, it's like, what happened? Like, shit, this is, and it'd be like, well, how you didn't find that out, like, in year one? Like, that's the type of shit you was supposed to find out in year one. But you know why you didn't find that shit out in year one? Because you wasn't doing your motherfucking homework to find that shit out in year one. You wasn't find out if y'all had the real same common interest. You was just trying to find out the surface level shit. Did everything work on surface level? And it did. That shit worked perfect on surface level for 3 years. And then that shit snapped like a motherfucking board. It sure the fuck did. And it was only because you didn't figure out what the fuck this shit was really about. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out if this shit really about that. Because okay, so all right, let's really break it. Let's really talk about it, right? It is some females out here and some niggas out here that got smart ass mouths but won't bust a motherfucking grape, right? And then you got some quiet as fuck people out here that'll kill everything moving, right? Not to say it like that, but it's the truth. Forget my language. But I'm just saying. So it's that. You gotta that's what I'm talking about. Like you gotta find the person who you align with. You can't just be finding people and you know what I'm saying, like and just be sleeping with them and being like, well shit. I wasn't really thinking about it then, but like this like, yeah, you gotta think about it now. Having the same common interests in certain shit like that, that's like the most important shit that to figure out if y'all got the same common interests in. Like if you don't figure that shit out, then yeah, your whole life could be in danger. Your kids' life could be in danger, and this go for he or she. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all didn't know that y'all was raised under different values, and this person is different when it comes to this type of shit. And guess what? Now y'all done almost yeah. So you got to pay attention. Make sure that it really means something. and that somebody not just talking to you. You got to make sure that y'all interests align in more than just the ways of uh in more than just worldly ways. I'm gonna say it like that. Again, you got to make sure y'all interests align on a spiritual mental level. You got to be much deeper than just what you see on the surface, because surface level ain't deep enough for you to find out if you could be with this person forever. That'll never be good enough. And I just be wanting to give y'all the game so y'all don't get caught up in nothing that's gonna have y'all jacked up for a long time out here. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all saying I thought we had the same common interests and figuring out that this person's common interest was way far from your common interest. They had something completely different on their mind. Like, nah, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? And you like, wait, we ain't talk about this? Like, nah, we ain't never talked about this. Like, what you mean? All these nights we done laid up and all these times we done win, and you don't remember us talking about this? We ain't never talked about it. I'm telling you, we ain't never talked about it. Like, wow. And that's what I mean. Like, that's now you then y'all hit that brick in the wall. Like, hmm. Oh well, it's like I hate to say it like this, but now it's like you done wasted 7 years of your time with a person because at the end of the day, you didn't get to the bottom of this is how they really react to certain type of shit. And when they found out that this is how you was, that kind of turned them off. And that was like 2.5 years into the relationship. But they just kept going. Until it finally was like, fuck it. I ain't going no more. You know what I'm saying? And then you looking like, wait, what? Like, what you mean you ain't going no more? Nigga, it been 7 years. And you thought everything was smooth sailing. Thought y'all had the same common interests as y'all had 7 years ago when y'all first met. Nope. Because y'all do have those same common interests, but guess what y'all don't have in common? That one interest that you got or that one interest that she got, the one interest that he got or the one interest that she got that you don't got. And that fucked it all up. Made the whole motherfucking empire crumble. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all got to get to know the people that y'all dealing with. Because when you get to dealing with people, certain people, man, can be into certain shit that you just really not into. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with them being into it. It ain't nothing wrong with you not being into it. It's just that eventually, again, y'all gonna collide like a train because if they really passionate about it and you really passionate about not being about it, how that's gonna work? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. Common interest. A lot of y'all think that being able to watch the same TV shows for hours and hours is where it's at, which it is. I ain't gonna say it's not. That is where it's at. But you got to make sure that's where it's at with the person that ain't gonna be the one that flip out on you after this happened. This happened, and now this person about to flip out. They about to spaz. They done lost their whole mind, and you didn't know that they was like that. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody in somebody family pass away, and then this person just shut down on you, just all the way shut down. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, fuck it, I can't deal no more. And you like, what? Like, I understand you dealing with loss, and it's very hard. But what do you mean you just can't deal no more? But see, you would have found this out if you'd have found out how they was. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm always coming to y'all, giving y'all the game. This episode was called Common Interest. This is episode 35, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming out, joining Smoking with the King. Everybody chilling and dealing with me, you feel me? Taking in the good word. Again, tap the screen, send some beans, share some likes. YouTube, send some likes, dislikes, whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Share the video. You feel me? I appreciate everybody for coming out and dealing with me. I be wanting y'all to know that I really fuck with y'all. This one wasn't even about just the black culture. This was about any culture for real. Like if y'all common interest on the line, it'll never work. You know what I'm saying? I could have used the example as a couple for example, but I decided I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want y'all to figure it out yourself. Like any couple can make it work if y'all want to. Y'all just got to make sure all y'all common interests align together, and that's the truth. If each and every one of y'all common interests align together, then y'all can make y'all relationship last forever. Just got to make sure every common interest aligns. Every family value y'all have common interest in. Every safety value y'all have common interest in. Every sexual moral value y'all have common interest in. All these things important. The way you raise your children, which would be part of family values, all that's, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you man, I'm telling you, man, common interests. All these things are, it'd be amazing. And I ain't saying just because y'all don't eat the same food, don't that's like surface level shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's the other thing that I'm telling y'all. Like, don't get mad over surface level shit when all the deeper level shit is connected. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't let somebody make you throw away everything that you got because some surface level shit kind of got threw off a little bit or something. You know what I'm saying? And all surface level shit can be fixed. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't like the same shows no more. That's fine. You ain't gotta like the same shows no more. This person want to become vegan or vegetarian. All right, cool. You can try with them or don't. But don't let it make you so mad that the whole other side of the common interest that y'all had, the spiritual mental connection common interest that y'all have, don't let that throw you off. You gotta make sure you are being humble in your relationship and knowing that these common interests that y'all have are why you here. This is why you stayed in the relationship so long. Because the common interests that y'all have in these certain areas, not because y'all just like the same shows together, or not just because you all like to go out to the same restaurant every Wednesday night, or not just because when y'all son come on the radio together, y'all both get up and gig to it like, oh, this my jam. That's not it. That's all surface level shit. I'm telling you. That's all surface level shit. You gotta know how a person deal with tragedy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how a person deal with loss and hurt and pain. You gotta know how a person deal with anger and sadness and how a person deal with depression. If y'all have common interests in these areas where y'all can know that each other good and y'all can hold it down for each other in those areas, then y'all have the same common interests and y'all are aligned correctly. And that's when you know things are the right way. You feel me? Again, I appreciate y'all for coming out, man. All love to everybody. Again, thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for blessing us with another Smoking with a King. Each and every Friday at 4:20 Eastern Time. I'm King T, 420 SCC, 2 on Bigo. I'm King T, 420 SCC, TM on YouTube. Again, I appreciate y'all. Blessings to everybody. Thank y'all for coming out again. Appreciate it.